Felicity here, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a more chatty fashion video because while I love doing like just videos where I dress as different aesthetics, videos where I like put together different outfits, stuff like that, it is kind of nice to do kind of a more chill video once in a while. Also because I just came down with a cold yesterday and I don't really, and I am kind of under the weather today. And I don't exactly feel like doing this super, I don't know. I don't really feel like doing a super high energy video because, like I said, I got a cold yesterday as of the time I'm recording this, and I just don't really feel like doing this super high energy video today. So, yeah, so for today's video, since it is technically, officially spring by now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are starting to, go on, thrifting and, clothing hauls to get some new clothes to prepare for spring. But I feel like wherever you go to get your clothes, whether that be, a thrift store or just your, local Kohl's or something like that, we all tend to have our, see something on the rack and be like, oh, that's cute, I'm going to buy it. And then you never actually end up wearing that thing. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 6 tips on how to not do that, how to stop wasting your money on things that you are never going to end up buying. I mean, not to stop wasting your money on things, on clothes you're never gonna actually end up wearing. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get into the video. For the first tip, I actually recently learned about this term which is called shop in your closet. And basically what that term means, shop in your closet, it basically means that before you go shopping to kind of just look through your wardrobe and kind of look at what you already have, so you can kind of get an idea of what stuff you want to buy when you go shopping to kind of match stuff that you already own in your wardrobe. And this can be anything. It can be an item that you wear a lot, or it can be an item that is in your wardrobe that you really like, but you just don't, that's your style, your color, you really like it, and you just don't know how to style it because you don't really have anything in your wardrobe that would be good to style it with. This is a step that you would do before you actually go shopping. So you would basically just look through your wardrobe and kind of just look at what you already have so you can figure out what you want to get that would match that kind of stuff that you already own in your wardrobe. The second tip I'm going to give you, and this is another one that you would do before you actually go to your local thrift store, Kohl's, or wherever you're going to go to buy clothes. And the second tip I'm going to give you is to kind of think about what you like. This is similar to the shop your closet point, where basically you will just look through your closet and kind of look at the stuff that you like, that you know you like, and that you kind of wear on a daily basis. This can kind of give you an idea of what you want to buy, because you can try and find items that are similar to clothes that you already have because you know that you already like that stuff. This is especially true if there's something such as a skirt that you own that you have that's gone too small for you if you're still growing like me, or maybe it's just gone worn down, or it's from being too old if you are an adult and you're not really growing anymore. So yeah, this can definitely be good. So you could try and find another skirt that's similar to that. If it helps, maybe you can make a mental or even physical list on a piece of paper or your phone of kind of items that you want to buy that you at like wherever you're gonna go for shopping. I wouldn't write down anything too specific, because if you write down anything super specific, you probably aren't going to find it at wherever you're gonna go, especially if you're going to like a thrift store where there's like new items every day and you're at the mercy of like what is there on the day that you are there. I would write something that's not too vague, but still kind of gets an idea of what you want to buy. Like for example, instead of writing something like pink leggings with strawberry patterns, you could just write something like leggings or pink leggings or something like that. Okay, so now that I've talked about some tips on like figuring out what you're going to buy before you get to the store, let's actually talk about some tips that you're going to use to figure out what you want to buy when you actually get there. So the first tip that I have is to ask yourself the question, do you want to get this particular clothing item because it's trendy, or do you want to buy it because you actually like the style? Now, for those of you who have been watching this channel for at least some time now, you probably already know what my stance on trends are. And that is, I don't really care for trends that much. I honestly don't really keep track of what is trendy or not, because I honestly kind of just would rather wear whatever I like and whatever makes me comfortable than what's going to make me look cool. Now, like, the thing about trends is that they come and go very quickly. So like what's trendy like right now is probably gonna not be trendy anymore like a month or two from now. So like if you're just buying an item because it's a trend and not because you actually like the style, then once it's not trendy anymore, you're probably not gonna wear it. Now, if whatever is a trend at the moment is actually something you like, then that's a different story, because like even if it wasn't trendy, you'd still want to buy it. And just to be clear, I don't have anything against buying stuff just because it's trendy. There are a lot of YouTubers who like buy stuff for that exact reason. They buy stuff because it's trendy so that they can like style it themselves or kind of like show off trends. Like at the top of my head, I can already think of a YouTuber who does that. Alexa sounds okay. I just had a I am losing my train of thought. Alexa Sunshine 83, she is one such YouTuber. Like, she buys a lot of, like, trends, like, things that are trendy to kind of, like, style herself. And, like, like, if you do that, it's totally fine if you want to buy something because it's trendy. But if that's the only reason you're buying it, I feel like you probably are just going to waste your money and you're just not really going to wear it that much. So I would personally just buy something because you genuinely like it and not just because it's trendy. And hey, if whatever you like right now or bought ends up becoming trendy like a little while from now, then you get the satisfaction of liking something before it was cool. Okay, so this one is, I actually didn't write this one down because this one actually just came into my mind when I was researching some points to put into this video, and that is, whenever you are about to buy something, to kind of just think in your mind of like what you would like, of like how you could pair this clothing article with stuff that you already have in your closet. Now, I actually like found this point in another video that's similar to this, and basically it's basically just as it says, like basically just think, is there something in your closet that you think that would look good with this piece of clothing? And even better, try to think of like 2 or 3 different ways that you could style this. And actually, I don't really need to even think about this one because I just tend to do this like self-consciously. I don't even do this consciously. I just do it without even really thinking about it. Because like a lot of the time when I'm gifted like a piece of clothing or buy something new, then before I even buy it, in my mind is already just thinking, oh, you know what, this piece would actually look good with like these white leggings that I already own, or oh, this would look good with this like with my black jeggings or something like that. So my brain, I don't even have to really think about this that much because my brain just does that like automatically. It's kind of funny but yeah, basically this one is just like thinking about how you could style this piece of clothing with stuff you already own in your wardrobe. And if you can't at least think of like one or two ways that you could style this, then it's probably not really worth getting, because if you can't really style it with anything, then you're not actually really going to end up wearing it. Again, probably think of around 1 to 3 ways doing this. If you can think of more ways to do that, that would be even better. But I think at least thinking of like maybe 1 or 2 things that you could pair this item with would actually work. That would work pretty well as well. My next point is similar to the one I made about buying something because you genuinely like it, or buying something because it's trendy, except this point doesn't really have to do with trendiness, but it actually has to do with asking yourself the question of, will I actually wear this? Now basically, the context behind this is that I feel like a lot of us tend to like, see something on the rack and then be like, oh, that's cute, I want to buy it. But then we don't actually end up wearing it. So basically, to avoid that happening, I feel like it's best to, before you buy it, to ask yourself the question, do you see yourself wearing this item? Like, if it's something that's in your style, your color, in your comfort zone, then probably the answer is yes. But if it's like not really something that you would wear normally, then it probably won't be. I mean, like, it's good to go outside of your comfort zone and try new things, but if those things don't really seem like stuff you're gonna wear, then it's not really worth it. I have a personal example for this, and that is basically, I was going to order this like YGP finalist jacket because I don't know if you guys know this, but if you saw my YGP vlog, we basically my studio is going to finals for YGP, and I'm going there as well with one of our group dances, and like, yeah, so we're basically going to Tampa, Florida for finals, and there was this YGP finalist jacket that looked really cool. So I was like, so my mom brought it up to me, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. But after I kind of thought about it more, I kind of realized that as cool as it looks, I probably won't end up wearing it much, because I don't really know why, but I just don't really like wearing stuff that kind of just has like logos or bands or stuff like that on it. I like wearing like clothing that has like catchphrases or like little like graphics on it. Like this one has a snowflake, which is kind of ironic because I'm literally doing a video about shopping for spring. But basically, I don't really like wearing stuff that has like names of like bands or like schools or stuff like that. It's not really my personal style. So when I thought about that jacket more, I realized that if I buy it, I'm probably not actually gonna end up wearing it anytime soon. So yeah, basically, if you think that if it's not really something that you would wear normally, then like you probably aren't actually gonna end up wearing it. So it's probably best to just not buy it, because that way you're not wasting your money on something you're probably gonna wear like never or only once. For my final tip of advice in this video, my final tip of advice is to buy for the body that you currently have and not the one that you think you're going to have by like losing weight like months from now. Like for any, I feel like this especially kind of applies to like any younger people like me who are under 18, where our bodies are still growing, so we don't really, because like, especially if you're in your teen years, your like body is still growing, so there isn't really a way of telling how it's going to be like later on. So yeah, honestly, I actually like getting my clothes, like if I can and they still fit me, I actually would even buy my clothes like maybe a little bit bigger than they are needed, just so that I can wear them for longer, because I like getting the most use out of my clothes as I can, so I don't have to buy them as much, and because it's kind of more resourceful that way. For an example, I have this white flower leotard that I have worn in a lot of my dance videos, and I know a leotard isn't really something I'm gonna wear for like casual streetwear, but it still applies for this. Basically, when I bought that leotard like in, it was either July or August of 2021, and I actually got it in a little bit in like the next size up from what I actually need, so that it still fits me without being too big, but it's not, but that way I can kind of wear it for longer before it ends up getting too small on me. So yeah, I feel like this would still apply to anybody watching this video who's like an adult. I obviously do not have experience with being an adult because I am not over 18 yet, but I feel like this would still apply to adults, because you don't really know what your body's going to be like 2 months from now. So yeah, I would suggest buying for your current body, and if you're still growing like me, I would even suggest maybe buying the next size up if it's not too big on you, because that way you can wear your clothes for longer before they get too small on you. But anyways guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to consider liking and subscribing to see more content like this on my channel. But anyways guys, hope you have a great day, night, afternoon,